Everything is falling apart on the Chi, and no one is safe anymore. Loyalty is being tested, power is slipping through bloody hands, and secrets are crawling out of the dark. Episode 9 is coming, and it's about to flip the whole story on its head. But before we look ahead, we need to rewind just a bit. Because Episode 8 didn't just set the stage, it lit the fuse. Episode 8 of the Chi was like a pressure cooker getting ready to explode. Every character we care about is standing at a crossroads, and the choices they make now could destroy everything they built, or finally set them free. Let's break it all down. We start with Emmett. He's been walking a tightrope between fear and survival, especially with Douda breathing down his neck. In Episode 8, we saw him struggle hard with the weight of his choices. He's trying to keep his family safe, but the cost is getting too high. You could see it in his eyes. He knows Douda is poison, but cutting him off isn't easy when the danger is so close to home. Emmett had moments where he seemed ready to make a move, but something's still holding him back. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's guilt. Either way, something's got to give. Then there's Kiesha. She's been Emmett's anchor in all this madness, but even she's starting to lose patience. Her quiet strength stands out more than ever in this episode. She's worried not just about Emmett, but about how all this chaos is going to affect her son. You can tell she wants peace, but she's ready to fight for her family if it comes down to it. One powerful moment was when she looked Emmett dead in the eyes and basically said, "I can't protect us both if you keep inviting danger into our lives." That hit hard. Douda, of course, is at the center of the storm. In Episode 8, his calm and control started to crack. He's been sitting on his throne like a king, but now the wolves are circling. People close to him are starting to question his moves. You can feel the tension rising in his circle. Nobody's loyal for life in Douda's world. He made a few bold moves in this episode, showing he's still dangerous, but you can tell he's not as untouchable as he once thought. Something is brewing, and it's not in his favor. Victor, meanwhile, is feeling the weight of being in the public eye. His political life is clashing hard with his personal truth, and Episode 8 showed just how close he is to losing everything. There was a moment where a secret from his past nearly came out, and you could see the fear in his face. If that secret hits the streets, his campaign might be over. But more than that, it could destroy his relationships. Victor's walking a very thin line, and one wrong step could end it all. And then we have Papa. Episode 8 gave us one of the most emotional scenes with him. He's caught in a battle between what he believes and what he's seeing in the real world. His faith is strong, but so is his confusion. He wants to be a light for others, but sometimes the darkness feels stronger. There's a sadness in Papa that wasn't there before, like he's slowly realizing that good intentions aren't always enough. The way he's been questioning everything around him shows us that he might be heading into a whole new path, one that could lead to either peace or destruction. By the end of Episode 8, we're left with more questions than answers. Tensions are rising, alliances are breaking, and it feels like something big is about to drop. The Chi is no longer just about surviving, it's about making choices that could end lives or save them. Now that we've gone over what happened in Episode 8, let's talk about what could happen next. Episode 9 is going to be a turning point, and the choices each character makes will decide who falls and who rises. Let's take a look at the key players and what might be coming for them. Emmett is running out of time. His connection to Douda has always been dangerous, but now it's turning into a noose around his neck. In Episode 8, we saw his fear, the kind that comes when a man knows he's in too deep, but we also saw flashes of strength. He wants to protect his family, and you can tell he's starting to see that staying quiet is just as risky as speaking out. In Episode 9, expect Emmett to face a breaking point. Someone might push him to choose loyalty to Douda or safety for his loved ones. It's possible we'll see Emmett make a bold move, maybe even reach out to someone like Victor for help. The tension is building, and it feels like Emmett could either rise up or fall hard. Asterisk Douda is used to being in control. He plays chess, not checkers, but episode 8 showed cracks in his empire. People close to him are starting to whisper, and we all know what that means. Betrayal is coming. Asterisk in episode 9, Douda could get blindsided. He's not the type to go down easy, though. If he senses a threat, he'll strike first. We might see him do something brutal to send a message, maybe to Emmett, maybe to someone else who's been stepping out of line. But here's the twist. Douda might finally find himself outnumbered. If his enemies come together, even he might not be able to stop what's coming. Asterisk Victor's walking a tightrope between his political career and his personal truth. He's hiding parts of himself to stay ahead in the game, but secrets don't stay buried in the chi. Episode 8 showed how close his past is to catching up with him. Asterisk in episode 9, the campaign pressure is going to explode. Someone might dig into his history, or an old connection could show up at the worst time. Victor will have to decide, keep pretending or come clean. And if he comes clean, who stays by his side? This could be the moment that defines him as a man, a leader, and someone fighting for something bigger than himself. Asterisk Kiesha. Asterisk Kiesha has been strong for so long. She's holding her family together, raising her child, and trying to be Emmett's support system. But even the strongest people have limits. In episode 8, we saw her start to question how long she can keep going like this. Asterisk in episode 9, Kiesha might be forced to make a tough choice. If Emmett keeps dragging danger into their lives, she might have to walk away, not because she doesn't love him, but because she has to protect her child. Don't be surprised if Kiesha takes control of her future in a powerful way, even if it means heartbreak. She's not playing backup anymore. She's becoming a lead in her own story. Asterisk Papa. Asterisk Papa's going through a major change. He's questioning everything, his faith, his purpose, even his role in the group. Episode 8 gave us a glimpse into a much deeper struggle inside him. Asterisk episode 9 could be the moment where Papa either finds new strength or loses himself. He might speak up in a way that shocks everyone, maybe challenge Douda, or confront one of his friends, or he could isolate himself, feeling like he doesn't belong anywhere anymore. There's a storm coming for Papa, and how he handles it could change the whole dynamic of the show. Asterisk these characters are standing on the edge, and episode 9 is going to push them. Whether they fall, rise, or transform completely, that's the question. But one thing's for sure, the chi isn't slowing down, and the next episode might be the most explosive yet. Episode 9 is shaping up to be more than just another step in the story. It's going to dig deeper into the emotional heart of the chi. The show has always been about more than drama. It's about survival, identity, power, love, and hard choices. And if the past few episodes are any clue, we're about to see those themes explode. Asterisk one of the strongest themes heading into episode 9 is loyalty. Almost every character is being forced to choose between staying loyal to someone or doing what they need to survive. Emmett is the clearest example. He's stuck between Douda and his own family. If he keeps being loyal to Douda, it could cost him everything, but breaking that loyalty, that could get him killed. Asterisk the same pressure is on Victor, who's being loyal to his public image instead of his truth. Kiesha's loyal to Emmett, but even that has limits. The show is asking a tough question. When the heat turns up, who do you really owe your loyalty to, others or yourself? Asterisk power doesn't come free in the chi, and nobody knows that better than Douda. He's been sitting at the top for a while, but every decision he makes comes with a cost. Episode 9 will likely show how heavy that crown really is. Asterisk, but power isn't just about Douda. Victor wants power through politics. Emmett had a taste of power in the streets, but now he sees the danger it brings. Even Kiesha is starting to claim her own power as a mother, a partner, and a woman who's tired of being quiet. The price of power is rising for everyone. And in episode 9, someone's going to pay. Asterisk secrets are everywhere right now, and episode 9 might be when they all come crashing out. Victor's hiding who he really is to protect his campaign. Emmett's hiding the truth about his deal with Douda. And even people like Papa are holding things inside that are eating them up. Asterisk the Chi has never been shy about showing what happens. When people stay quiet too long, sooner or later, secrets don't just damage relationships, they destroy lives. Episode 9 might be when the truth finally breaks loose, and once it's out, nothing will be the same. Asterisk, but it's not all darkness. One of the most powerful things about the Chi is its heart. Even when things get bad, the show always leaves room for hope. Episode 9 could bring moments of redemption, chances for people to make things right before it's too late. Asterisk, will Emmett finally take a stand and protect his family? Will Victor stop hiding and be honest with the people who care about him? Will Kiesha finally choose her own peace? These are the questions we're walking into, and the answers could reshape everything going forward. This is a big one. The Chi has always been about generational cycles, poverty, violence, trauma, and what it takes to break free. Episode 9 could be a turning point for characters trying to escape the life they were born into. Asterisk, whether it's Emmett trying to build a safer future or Papa searching for deeper meaning, this episode might show us who's strong enough to break the chain and who might be too far gone, because in the Chi, the past doesn't stay buried. And if you don't face it, it just repeats. Asterisk, these are the themes that will likely carry the emotional weight of episode 9. And if the writing stays as sharp as it's been, we're not just going to see drama, we're going to feel it deeply. This next episode isn't just about plot twists, it's about growth, pressure choices, and what it means to truly fight for your life, your love, and your future. Asterisk, now that we've covered the story and the deeper themes, it's time for the juicy part, the fan theories, the behind-the-scenes whispers, and all the speculation swirling around episode 9. Let's break down what people are talking about online and what might actually happen next on the Chi. Asterisk, this theory is everywhere right now. That Emmett is going to flip on Douda. Fans are pointing out how the pressure has been building for too long, and episode 9 could be when Emmett finally reaches his limit. Asterisk, some believe he might secretly work with Victor or someone in law enforcement to take Douda down. Others think he might record Douda during a conversation and leak it. Either way, the streets are watching Emmett closely, and if he makes one wrong move, it could cost him everything. But people also believe he's smart enough now to move in silence. If Emmett acts, it's going to be quick, quiet, and deadly serious. Asterisk, this one hurts, but it's a real possibility. After everything Kiesha's been through, she may not be able to keep protecting Emmett from himself. Fans noticed how distant she seemed in episode 8, not just physically, but emotionally. There's a theory going around that she's already made up her mind, and she's just waiting for the right moment to walk away. Asterisk, some think she's doing it for the baby's safety. Others believe she's realizing she can't build a peaceful future while Emmett keeps dragging her into danger. Episode 9 could show a side of Kiesha we haven't fully seen before, strong, independent, and ready to move on if she has to. Asterisk, here's the theory catching fire right now. Douda's enemies are planning to take him out for good. Online fans are dissecting scenes, background characters, and small details from episode 8. There's speculation that it's someone close to him, maybe even one of his own people, is working behind his back. Asterisk, a few sharp-eyed viewers noticed how Rashad was watching Douda during that tense meeting, not with fear, but with something else. Distrust, even ambition. There's talk that Douda might get set up in episode 9, possibly even ambushed. And while Douda survived worse before, this time it feels like the wolves are really closing in. Asterisk, Papa's story is hitting fans hard. A lot of people online are talking about how he represents the moral core of the show, or at least he used to. But now, he's crumbling. Some believe episode 9 might be when Papa fully turns away from his faith. maybe even spirals into a dark place. Asterisk others are more hopeful. There's a beautiful theory floating around that Papa will actually have a breakthrough, maybe find a new way to lead, maybe become a mentor or spiritual guide in the community. Either way, episode 9 could give him the spotlight in a surprising and emotional way. Asterisk one theory that's picking up steam. Tiff might not be as innocent or laid back as she seems. Some fans believe she's playing both sides, especially when it comes to Rob and the whole business situation. Her cool attitude could be a mask, and in episode 9, we might finally see what she's really been up to. Asterisk, could she betray someone? Has she been feeding Douda information, or is she planning something bigger? A few fans think Tiff could end up being one of the most powerful players in the game if she makes the right move. Episode 9 might be her moment to shine, or stir up chaos. Asterisk episode 9 is surrounded by tension, mystery, and possibility. Whether you believe someone's going to die, someone's going to leave, or someone's going to rise, one thing is clear. This episode is going to shake the story to its core. Asterisk, now it's your turn. What do you think is going to happen? In episode 9, do you think Douda's getting taken out? Is Emmett going to finally make a move? Could Kiesha really leave him? Asterisk, drop your wildest theories in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the full episode 9 breakdown once it drops. Because if the predictions are right, this might be the Kai's most unforgettable episode yet. Asterisk, everything we've seen so far in the Chi Season 7 has led us to this point. Episode 9 is about to test every character and test every fan's expectations. Loyalties will be broken, secrets will be exposed, and someone's world is definitely going to collapse. Whether it's Emmett stepping into danger, Douda losing his grip on power, or Kiesha making a heartbreaking decision, this next episode could change the game for good. Asterisk, but here's what makes the Chi different from any other show out there. It's not just about drama. It's about community, about growth, and about survival. It's about real people making real choices in a world that doesn't give out second chances easily. That's why episode 9 matters so much, because for some of these characters, this might be their last shot to do the right thing. Asterisk now. We want to hear from you. Asterisk, what do you think is going to happen in episode 9? Asterisk, who do you think won't make it to the finale? Asterisk, do you trust Tiff? Will Papa lose himself or find a new path? Asterisk, is this finally the end for Douda, or just the beginning of something even darker? Asterisk, drop your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments, and don't hold back. The more wild, the better. And if you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay ahead of every twist and turn in the Chi, make sure you asterisk like this video, asterisk share it with other Chi fans, asterisk subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next breakdown, especially once episode 9 airs. Asterisk will be back right after it drops with a full analysis, character deep dives, and more fan theories to keep the conversation going. Asterisk, until then, stay sharp. The Chi doesn't slow down, and neither should you. Asterisk, asterisk.